God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My beloved Son, incline your heart now, for the words I speak are not directed to the world, but to you, only to you, like a holy whisper reserved for your spirit. Before your eyes perceived any movement on this earth, I saw you, and before your heart knew the weight of battles, I had already decreed victory over you. Even when some gather in the shadows to cast doubts against your light, I surround you with a revelation that disperses every lie and confirms the eternal purpose I have established over your life. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear?" Psalm 27 verse 1. My son, no secret gaze, no hidden intention, no disguised conversation has more authority than my voice that calls you to awaken, to rise, and to remember who you are. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my safe refuge when everything around me shifts. Sometimes all we need is a single step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and blessings that God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer may be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritual and material, click on the first comment. There, you will find a simple practice, lovingly guided, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. You are the one I have chosen to shine in places where many hide. You are the one I carry in my eternal thoughts, the one I affirm, protect, and sustain even when the world tries to measure you by standards that do not belong to you. And what is about to bloom in your soul, what I planted with my own hands, cannot be contained by any human strategy, for what is born of my spirit cannot be stopped by anyone. And even now, as these words penetrate your consciousness, there are those who watch your movements with unease, for they see you advancing in silence, carried by a strength they do not understand. They perceive that you are not moved by human circumstances, but by the supernatural direction I release over your life. They do not desire your fall out of visible malice, but because they fear what you become when you listen to my voice. For when my breath reaches you, when my instruction enters your spirit, no human limit can restrain you. Therefore, do not let your heart drift toward anguish. I lead you through paths where the enemy cannot step, nor even perceive. Silent contentions are forming in the shadows, discussions where your name appears without honor, plans of stagnation, attempts to diminish the fruits I myself planted in you. But I tell you, guard your spirit, for you do not need to defend yourself. I am your eternal defense. Simply remain firm in the light I have ignited within you. No contrary voice, no external noise, and no human opinion can drown out the revelation I am pouring into your inner being. Comment, the light of God shines brightest in the darkest moments. My precious son, look at what I am doing in your life in this season. I elevate your spiritual perception, awaken your inner senses, and remove the veil that others attempted to place over your identity. You do not walk lost, you walk guided by me. Look to me and do not fear, for I am the God who guards you, and nothing remains hidden from my eyes. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. Luke chapter 12 verse 2. I do not reveal these things to you to create fear, but to strengthen your vigilance and remind you that you are seen, protected, and directed. The scheme being raised against you will crumble like dust the moment my hand moves. Your silence will be your weapon, your peace will be your shield, your serenity will be your testimony. While they speak, I observe, while they plan, I dismantle, while they rise up, I exalt you. Your spiritual sensitivity, which many do not understand, is precisely the channel through which I reveal to you what human logic could never decipher. Do not doubt, you are guided, guarded, and prepared. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge, for His grace sustains me where human eyes cannot understand. Son, listen to my voice, I did not create you for smallness, for diminishment, or to be erased by human perspectives. I created you to be lifted at the appointed time, and that time has already begun. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. While they design your downfall, I raise up your harvests. While they prepare your losses, I prepare double restoration. While they try to bury your seeds, I prepare your field to bloom abundantly. Nothing you planted in tears will go unanswered. Every silent effort, every pain endured, every act of love given even in scarcity, all of it has become a seed before me. And I do not allow seeds planted with faithfulness to die in the ground. You are entering a season of multiplication, not because life is favorable, but because I have declared it. And when I declare, nothing can be reversed. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Now I tell you with firmness, my beloved child, do not be surprised by those who distance themselves, by those who watch you in silence, by those who measure you from behind. The separation you are living is not loss, it is protection. I am removing presences that cannot walk with you into what I am about to release in your life. Your next season requires a pure atmosphere, a willing heart, and a prepared spirit. Those who try to reduce you do not understand that your strength does not come from what you have, but from what you carry. They speak about you without knowing your journey, without understanding the deserts you crossed, without realizing that every trial brought you closer to me. My child, the pain you lived through was a school, and the school you endured shaped you for the spiritual authority I now place upon you. Nothing that was taken from you was wasted, and nothing that broke you remained without purpose. You are rising into a maturity you did not imagine, a strength you did not know you possessed, and a clarity born from every moment you surrendered to me. Comment, divine protection through separation. My dear child, listen to what I say now, because these words are a seal upon your heart. You are guarded by my own hand. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Psalm 91 verse 7. No human plan, no careless judgment, no hidden intention can break the destiny I wrote for you. The protection I surround you with is not symbolic, it is real, alive, and active. While you sleep, I watch over you. While you walk, I cover you. While you breathe, I sustain you. You are mine, and there is no darkness capable of dimming the light I placed in your essence. You are not replaceable, not forgettable, not erasable. You are part of my eternal purpose. Every step you take is shielded, every path you walk is under my oversight. And even when you cannot see me, my presence moves ahead of you, removing traps and silencing threats. Trust, because my love is a fortress around you. Comment, you are divinely protected and held. I see your heart, my child, your tiredness, your long nights, your silent thoughts, your hidden fears. I see the sigh you try to hide, the tear you wipe before it falls, the weight you carry alone. But I tell you, all of this is about to change. I am leading you into a season where what was taken will be returned multiplied, where what was broken will be rebuilt with glory, where what was silenced will be spoken with strength. Your hands will not remain empty, your soul will not remain interrupted, your path will not remain closed. The Holy Spirit is guiding you along roads you have not seen yet, but I have already prepared them. And in the place where they said you would fall, I will make you stand. You will rise where they expected your end. You will shine where they counted you out. Nothing that tried to stop you will prevail, because I am walking ahead of you, restoring, strengthening, and lifting you. Comment, God sees your hidden pain and promises restoration. Beloved, look at what I now place before you: open doors, expanded protection, and clear revelation. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans chapter 8 verse 31. I am with you, not only to deliver you, but to transform you. The work I begin in you starts within your spirit, where your identity is strengthened, your understanding grows, and your faith becomes unshakable. You are not defined by others' opinions, not shaped by past mistakes, not limited by the wounds others caused. You are shaped by me, by my character, my glory, and my love. Every scar becomes wisdom, every loss becomes authority, every challenge becomes elevation. As I mold you, I raise you. And as I raise you, I prepare you for things that once seemed too heavy, too distant, too impossible. You are being transformed from within so that you may carry greatness without fear. Comment, inner transformation prepares you for elevation. Now, my precious child, I invite you into what I call your spiritual ascension. This is not a time of fear, but of revelation, not a time of loss, but of harvest, not a time of silence, but of restored voice. You are loved, chosen, protected, and destined. And when you wonder if it is truly I who speaks to you, remember, I was the one who kept you when no one else saw. I was the one who sustained you when you thought you had no strength left. I guarded you from your first breath, and I will guide you until your last. Now go. Advance. Step into what I prepared for you. What I told you today is not a warning, it is an empowerment. You are my child, and I am with you yesterday, today, and forever. Nothing can interrupt what I have decreed. Comment, you are called, empowered, and never alone. My beloved child, listen closely, for what I speak to you now is woven from the very essence of truth that surrounds you. When your name was whispered in the unseen, I was present. When your identity was questioned by those who gather in shadows, I was the one who shielded you from their intentions even before you sensed their plans. I saw the quiet forming of their alliance, the subtle glances exchanged, the careful words they used to disguise their motives, and yet none of it has escaped my oversight. You have never stood alone in any moment of confusion, any moment where your heart felt the tremor of uncertainty, for I claimed you long before their opinions ever shaped themselves into thought. What they discuss behind closed doors is not a surprise to me, it is simply evidence of the truth I have been shaping within you. You are set apart, not because of their rejection, but because I have wired your spirit to rise where others expect you to fall. Even now, while you may sense pressure around you, something holy is forming in silence, something that carries more strength than the noise they create in secrecy. And while they imagine themselves hidden, believing their meetings and murmured judgments are veiled from your awareness, I move among them with purpose. They are unaware of the spiritual currents flowing in the very room where they gather. Their confidence in secrecy blinds them to the fact that every thought they attempt to bury is illuminated before me. They weigh your steps, they interpret your silence as weakness, and they assume that strategy will be enough to cut you away. But I am the one who turns whispered intentions into stepping stones for your advancement. You are not detached from these events, no, you are at the center of them because of the calling that rests upon you. Even in the quiet corners, when their words try to frame a false narrative, my hand is turning their plots into opportunities. One among them is already shifting inside, troubled by what they sense but cannot explain. They feel the pressure of truth pressing against their conscience, and that pressure originates from me. That person cannot rest because I am stirring their spirit, slowly pulling a thread that will cause their entire structure of opposition to unravel. You must understand, my child, that this season is not one in which you fight with your own voice. This is not the time to defend yourself with explanations or to rush into spaces where you believe clarity is needed. You may feel the burning urge to justify yourself, to confront the unfairness, to call out what you know is being done behind your back. But hear me, restraint is your strength in this hour. Your silence is not defeat, it is strategy. The world interprets stillness as passivity, but I use stillness as a realm of transformation. In the quiet, I rebuild foundations, I redirect conversations, and I shift the influence of spaces you cannot even see. Let your heart rest from the temptation to respond impulsively. Let your mind settle in the knowledge that I am already moving with precision. While others stir confusion, I am cultivating clarity. While others ignite conflict, I am securing your peace. Nothing that is said about you in darkness will outweigh what I reveal about you in the light. They are constructing something that they believe will exclude you, but they do not realize it is becoming the very place where they themselves will stumble. The words they speak carelessly, the alliances they form, the assumptions they build, all of it will eventually expose the truth of their intentions. And you, my child, must remain close to me. Draw from me more often than you draw from your own reasoning. Speak to me more frequently than you speak to those who misunderstand you. Receive from me instead of responding out of fear or impatience. What they attempt to erase is something they never authored. Your identity was never written by their approval, and therefore it cannot be destroyed by their rejection. Do not let the pressure of their actions convince you of something untrue. Their resistance does not define your worth, it only highlights the glow of the purpose within you. They are unknowingly becoming participants in the very elevation they wish to prevent. They believe they move the narrative forward, but every step they take only positions you more clearly in the unfolding of my design. This season you are walking through is not an ending, it is a divine reordering. A shift you have long sensed but perhaps could not articulate. When you feel that tightening in your chest, the tears that rise unexpectedly, or the sudden sense that something inside you is changing, do not dismiss it. These feelings are not burdens, they are confirmations. My spirit is stirring in regions of your soul that had been dormant, preparing you for what comes next. I am opening the capacity of your heart, strengthening the resilience of your mind, refining the depth of your character. You were not made to blend into the expectations others hold for you. You were created with a distinct flame that unsettles the comfort of those who cling to what is false. That is why resistance has followed you, not because you are insufficient, but because you shine in places where others prefer dimness. Your presence carries a truth that cannot be ignored, and this is why some resist you, not out of strength, but out of fear. Take hold of this truth, my dear child. They do not shape your destiny. They do not command your future. I do. You are not being removed, you are being revealed. While they whispered against you, I was preparing a stage for you. While they tried to suppress your influence, I was designing a moment where your purpose would become undeniable. Nothing that was meant to remain hidden will stay in the shadows. I will bring it forth in a way that defies every expectation. Do not let the weight of what you are experiencing convince you that something is wrong. Hard moments do not signal abandonment, they signal preparation. I allow pressure only when it becomes the tool that shapes you. What you feel now is not punishment, it is refinement. You are stepping into a version of yourself that could not emerge without the fire of this season. And though you may long for relief, know that transformation unfolds through the very moments you wish would pass quickly. The quiet resilience you have carried is unlocking doors no one can shut. It is drawing attention from realms far beyond what you see. There is someone among those who opposed you whose inner voice is shifting. They cannot silence the unease growing within them because it is I who placed it there. I am awakening their conscience so that truth can spill into places where dishonesty once ruled. They will become the unexpected opening, the unanticipated turning point that shifts the entire situation. Not because they plan to defend you, but because truth will no longer allow them to participate in what was meant to harm you. I am orchestrating every detail with precision. I am aligning events you have not yet witnessed. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not at the mercy of their intentions. You are standing at the edge of a sacred transition. Remain with me now more than ever. Lean into the stillness where my voice is clearest. Trust that I am not simply watching but shaping. Not merely listening but intervening. Not just near you, but working through every unseen layer of this moment. Your path continues forward, and this season, though heavy, though painful, though filled with questions, is the very path that will carry you into the fullness of your purpose. You are mine, and nothing formed against you will ever rise above what I have spoken over your life. Walk in this assurance, my child. The chapter that comes next will reveal why this battle was necessary. And when everything unfolds, you will see that I was preparing you not to survive, but to rise. My beloved child, listen closely, for what I speak now flows from a place deeper than the storms that have risen around you. There are moments when the truth begins to surface, not through explanations or proofs, but through the quiet uneasiness that stirs in your spirit. That restlessness you feel is not confusion, it is awakening. Those who once dismissed your strength now feel the weight of remembering how unwavering you were, even when you owed them nothing. They recall the grace you gave freely, the integrity you carried, the patience you showed. And now, that memory unsettles them, because my spirit is moving in ways they did not expect. Someone you least imagine, someone who once stood aligned with those who whispered against you, will soon become the very instrument that causes their entire plan to fall apart. What they shaped for your downfall has already been redirected by my hand for your unveiling. They attempted to silence what I placed within you, not realizing that silencing your voice only caused space to open for mine. They tried to push you aside, unaware that doing so cleared the very path through which my purpose now steps forward. This moment is not the end of anything. This is the beginning of what I have been preparing with great intention. My child, you are not disappearing, you are being revealed. And yet, this season requires restraint from you. Not the restraint of weakness, but the restraint of wisdom. Can you remain quiet inside when everything around you feels loud? Can you stay steady when your name is being spoken in places you cannot hear? Can you trust that silence is not abandonment but positioning? If you can hold yourself here, in this posture of calm surrender, you will witness something rare, something few souls ever see. I will stand for you, not through vengeance, not through retaliation, but through a complete reversal of the outcome. I am not calling you to defend yourself. I am not asking you to confront anyone. Your battle is not with flesh and blood but with the unseen forces attempting to dim what I have ignited in you. They cannot diminish a flame they did not ignite. They cannot halt a story they did not author. I am simply asking you to ready your heart for what I am about to make known. A holy unveiling draws near, one that shifts the atmosphere around you. The pause you perceive is not stagnation, it is alignment. Nothing has been lost. You are about to be placed somewhere greater than you imagined. What they believed was the closing of your chapter has instead initiated my rising in your life. Your name is not at the mercy of human decisions, it is secured in realms beyond their reach. While some attempt to define you through their misconceptions, I am establishing your identity in a way that carries eternal weight. No opinion formed in darkness can alter what I have spoken in the light. My child, I am not merely watching you, I am guarding you. I hold a record of your purpose, a record no hand can erase or overwrite. Written upon it is a calling shaped uniquely for you, a work that no one else has the capacity or design to fulfill. This record bears the openings you alone are meant to enter, the assurances you alone may carry, the timeline ordained for you and no other. And now, in this extraordinary moment, that record begins to unfold. But before its contents are revealed, you must understand something deeply and completely. They did not fail to break you by accident. You remained whole because I kept you whole. The nights you felt fragile, I was your strength. The days when silent heaviness weighed on you more than words ever could, I shielded your heart. This current strategy against you is more elaborate than previous ones. It involves conversations you were excluded from, documents arranged without your knowledge, plans shaped behind closed doors. Their actions are aimed precisely at your place, your presence, your purpose. But they have missed the foundational truth that determines everything: your identity does not belong to them. What I have set apart cannot be removed. What I have blessed cannot be undone. And the very mechanisms they use to diminish your place will now become the instruments that amplify it. They think they are preparing your exit, but I am preparing your rise. They think they are closing the door, but I am widening a greater one. Therefore remain steadfast, remain calm, remain surrendered to my leading. Do not fight for a seat at their table. I am building a new space where their opinions no longer define your worth. A space where what I have placed in you speaks louder than any accusation formed against you. You are not imagining the tension you feel within. It is real. It is spiritual discernment awakening itself in you. You sense what is hidden because I have given you the ability to perceive beyond appearances. But do not allow that insight to turn into fear. Fear has no place where my sovereignty reigns. I have already gone before you into the places where your name has been spoken. I have already listened to every plan, every word, every intention. And I have already determined the outcome. My judgment is final, and my movement is unstoppable. You are not being dismissed. You are being restored. What was withheld will be returned multiplied. What was shut will be opened fully. What was misunderstood will be clarified in undeniable ways. Let these words settle deeper in your spirit than any uncertainty. This is not a warning, it is a declaration of my will. You were never meant to prove your worth to those who cannot see beyond their own shadows. You only needed one voice to affirm your value, and my voice has already spoken it over you. While others are arranging documents and crafting narratives, I am altering the true record. While they build their version of events, I am preparing the testimony that will stand. While they think you are unaware of what is unfolding, I am aligning everything for your elevation. They cannot finalize what I have not approved. They cannot close what I have opened. They cannot remove whom I have appointed. My beloved child, everything you have walked through, every moment you felt overlooked or pushed aside, has been shaping you for what comes next. You were not losing ground, you were being positioned. You were not being forgotten, you were being refined. You were not being lowered, You are being readied for a rise that does not depend on human acceptance. Stand in quiet confidence now. Let stillness be your strength. Let trust be your armor. Let surrender be your path. You do not need to defend what I am defending. You do not need to chase what I am bringing to you. You do not need to grasp for control when I hold the entire situation in my hands. I am working even when you cannot see movement. I am arranging even when the path seems still. I am protecting even when the opposition grows louder. And soon, very soon, you will witness the moment when everything shifts. The very place where they assumed you would fall will become the place where you rise. The very plan meant to diminish you will become the soil where your purpose grows. The very silence you endured will become the stage for my voice to be heard through you with clarity and power. So breathe, my beloved. Rest your heart. You are not standing on fragile ground. You are standing on the foundation I laid before you were formed. The future they fear for you is the one I have already secured. What is whispered against you in darkness cannot undo what I have spoken over you in light. You are stepping into a chapter written by my hand, shaped by my promise, carried by my strength. You are not leaving this season diminished, you are entering the next one elevated. And every step you take from this moment forward will reveal the depth of my intention for your life, for I have not simply preserved you, I am raising you into the fullness of who you were always meant to become. There is a readiness I am shaping in you, one that does not depend on circumstances shifting or opportunities appearing, but on your spirit standing firm even when the path feels unclear. You have asked for blessings, but before blessings arrive, you must be strengthened for what they require. You have prayed for movement, but before movement comes, you must be able to remain still without fear. You have desired elevation, but before elevation is given, your foundation must be unshakable. This readiness is not about proving anything to others. It is not about defending your worth. It is not about responding to those who misunderstood you. This readiness is about embracing the identity I placed within you before your first breath. You are being prepared for tasks that demand depth, not visibility, patience, not reaction, wisdom, not impulsiveness. So when you feel the weight of waiting, do not assume something is wrong. The weight is refining your vision. The stillness is sharpening your hearing. The quiet is strengthening your courage. You are not alone in this season, even if others discuss you in silence or form opinions without ever knowing the truth of your heart. While they build their conclusions, I am building your future. While they whisper assumptions, I am writing promises over your life. You are not being overlooked, you are being refined. This is why I am not removing you from this season but lifting you through it. You are rising, though slowly. You are becoming stronger, though quietly. You are being elevated, though unseen by many. Listen closely, my child. What comes next is not a symbolic phrase or a gentle metaphor. It is a shift already in motion. Someone unexpected will step into your path, not by coincidence, but by my intention. Their arrival will carry clarity, a confirmation that your spirit has been hearing correctly. Their presence is not a threat but a sign. When they come, welcome them with calm assurance, for I have sent them as part of what I am unveiling. Understand that the stirring within others concerning you, the uneasiness they feel though they cannot explain it, is not random. My hand is moving in places you have not seen, influencing hearts you have never met, unsettling plans that were formed without righteousness. I am ensuring that no plot against you can stand, no hidden word can prosper, no silent doubt can bear fruit. There will be a moment for you to speak boldly, but that moment is not today. There will be a moment for you to step into the open, but that moment has not yet arrived. Today's instruction is simple: remain still. Let your faith anchor you. Let your peace guard you. Let your patience strengthen you. While you stay calm, I am overturning what was meant to break you. While you remain quiet, I am dismantling what was meant to intimidate you. You are not being delayed, you are being positioned. Each moment of stillness is aligning you with what belongs to you. Speak these truths into your spirit with intention: I will not fear. I will not doubt. I will not rush. You are not required to prove your worthiness to those who refuse to see it. You are not obligated to explain yourself to those who have already chosen misunderstanding. You do not need to fight for recognition in spaces where you were never meant to be validated. Remember who called you. Your purpose does not originate from human approval. Your identity was set long before any person could have an opinion of you. So let them whisper. Let them speculate. Let them misinterpret. Their confusion does not define your direction. Their rejection does not determine your value. Their silence does not cancel your calling. What I placed within you existed before them, and it will outlast them. This is not a season of destruction but of transformation. You are not being taken apart, you are being rebuilt. You are not losing yourself, you are discovering your true form. The battles you face now are revealing the strength you never realized you carried. The pressure around you is clarifying your purpose, not diminishing it. My presence is most visible not when life is simple, but when confusion surrounds you, when emptiness echoes, when faith feels thin, when silence stretches long. It is precisely at that moment, when others assume your journey has ended, that I reveal what was established from the beginning. My plans for you cannot be erased. They cannot be silenced. They cannot be undone. What I have marked over your life carries my essence, and no contrary word can rewrite it. As this truth unfolds, a force from me is being released around you, subtle yet powerful, unseen yet undeniable. Even those who resist you will sense it. I am not only protecting your heart, I am transforming your environment. What was taken will be restored. What was hidden will be exposed. What was distorted will be corrected. This is not merely about surviving the season, it is about entering the identity designed for you before the foundations of the world were laid. Know that in realms you cannot see, shifts are taking place. Confusion is entering spaces where opposition once plotted. Uncertainty is rising in hearts that once felt confident in their assumptions. Their words are losing power. Their intentions are dissolving. Their plans are unraveling. I am now in motion. When I rise to act, no person, no decision, no scheme, no conversation in secrecy can stop what I have ordained. I am reversing judgments spoken over you. I am undoing the shadows cast around your name. I am returning clarity where deception once stood. You are not going back to who you were. That version of you has been completed. You are entering the fullness of who you were meant to become. You will not return to the emptiness they expected. You will not fall into the weakness they predicted. You will not remain in the space they tried to limit you to. You are ascending, quietly, steadily, divinely. The reality of your calling is unfolding, and nothing formed against you has the power to rewrite what I have already sealed. And yes, I am sending someone to help you, someone unexpected, someone who steps into your story not with personal agendas or selfish ambition, but with an assignment directly from me. This person will not compete with your purpose, challenge your spirit, or drain your strength. They will come as confirmation, not confusion. I am placing new strength in your next steps. Fear, which once held influence over your decisions, will loosen its grip. Worry, which once clouded your path, will fade beneath the confidence I am placing within you. You will no longer walk according to what others decide, but according to the direction I place before you. Let them cling to their chairs, their titles, their positions, their illusions of control. I have prepared a place for you, firm, steady, intentional, not so you may rule with pride, but so you may stand secure in the purpose I gave you. I created you to shine with clarity, to carry truth, to guide with strength. Hold this truth close. You no longer need permission from those I have already moved you beyond. You are moving forward, my child, not backward. You are stepping out, not shrinking. What they believed would break you has only revealed the resilience woven into your spirit. What they hoped would silence you has awakened a strength that will echo far beyond this moment. Their intentions failed the moment they were formed, because my hand was already upon you, shaping the outcome long before their thoughts took shape. You are walking into a future that does not depend on their opinions or approvals. You are rising into a purpose that does not need their recognition. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, refined, restored, strengthened, and unshakably mine. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.